Alright, so just like with the other error one, I'm gonna make a pronunciation topic again because I cannot stress pronunciation enough. Pronunciation and phonology and just the phonetics of this language, they all go hand in hand because without really good foundation for the sounds of the language, you're gonna struggle and you're just gonna stick out like a sore thumb, right? People are gonna notice the foreign accents and all that stuff, right? So these are just some things that I just want to point out. Number one, nga versus na, right? The nga versus the na. I've come across these issues with the nga and the na a lot when I'm reading Cebuano online, especially people who post on like social medias and stuff like that, right? They don't really understand the difference sometimes because nga and na do sound similar, right? And sometimes they cannot discern what's the difference. They, meaning I'm talking to the Cebuano speaking population who were not educated in this, right? They don't have an understanding of how the nga and the na work. So, especially those who are also educated in the Filipino language, because na functions as something else in the Filipino language, something kind of similar to nga, but completely different in Cebuano, right? Nga is a ligature, is a word, right, that links or connects our nouns, pronouns to, adjectives and stuff like that. It can also be a clause linker. So things that can be expressed as that which, and that which, right? That or which or who, those kind of things that connect independent clauses together. So don't get those confused. That's nga's main function, right? Is for clauses and for ligature, ligating words together that are related to each other versus na. And na is an enclitic particle that just gives us an aspect indicator of a completed verb, a completed action. It helps us understand or get more information about the state of a verb that was already completed or had already started, right? So it's more like an aspectual marker that can help you with conjugating verbs and expressing time, na, right? And it can closely or loosely translate into English as already, kind of like already or now or already or yet. Something that just already started the action of a verb. So very different functions, two different words, but very similar in sounding. Especially if you cannot, and this goes out to the foreigners, if you cannot and are struggling of making that nga, that ng sound, the nga, right, the nga sound. That nga right there, ng, versus na, right? Nga, a velar nasal, right? And a non-velar nasal. So velar nasal, nga, nga. Like something is stuck in the back of your throat, right? And you're trying to cough it out, or you're trying to get it out, right? Versus this na, which is an alveolar, like your the front of your teeth or the tip of your teeth is like, or the tip of your tongue, sorry, is in the alveolar ridge of your top part of your mouth. I think that's what it is. Na, na, n, nga, 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 na, 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 right? So that's just one thing to be aware of, because the error I find here is that na will be used instead of nga, right? So instead of saying dako nga balay, they'll say dako na balay, right? And that's wrong. It's not grammatically correct. It's dako nga balay, not dako na balay. Now, in Filipino, it might be a little different because that na does function something like that, but we're not talking about Filipino in this video. moving on. So the other thing that I noticed when I was watching videos of people teaching Cebuano and people trying to learn and speak and stuff like that, foreigners, especially foreigners, they have a hard time with the T and the P sounds, the T and the P, and these are both aspirated sounds, meaning more air is put out into them than needed, right? Don't aspirate the T and the P. At the same time, their counterparts are the D and the B, right? So the these are stops, by the way. So we have a bilabial stop with the P and the B, P and the B. You can understand why it's a bilabial because it uses both of your lips, right? P and B. Again, with the P, don't overdo it. Don't put too much. It's just like a P, P, P. Keep it short. P, not P, 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 right? Don't put so much air into it. Just keep it P, right? Same thing with the T and the D, right? The D, it's just a D, solid D, right? The harder, the better. D, 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 right? And the T, the T, T, right? A lot of foreigners do that. Don't do it. Don't put so much air than needed. Keep it tapped, right? D, 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 right? Like for example, the American English word for water, water, that T is what we want in water, right? Some dialects of English will say water, water, yeah, but in American English we want that water, that da da da, right? That sound, water. Okay, because there's a difference. If I say tap testers say wet water is better, right? You can hear three sounds of the T. Tap testers say wet water is better, right? Duh, duh is that sound. Duh, duh. That tapped T. Duh. Right? And then I'll show you the examples when we go through the words. And finally, we have these clusters here that I see you foreigners also having a hard time. So with this first one here, right, we have our SI, right, and versus SY. They both have similar sounds, but do not equate them to an SH sound. So the first one is siya, right? Siya, siya. The last one is a sya. It's a glided, right? This is two syllables. This is one. Two syllables, one syllable. Siya, siya, right? Siya. It's not sha. I don't see any sh sound in there, so stop shushing it because it doesn't need to be shushed, right? Siya, not sh. The last one is just one syllable, xia, right? Xia. You hear the glide, xia, xia, right? Yeah, yeah. You hear that, yeah. I wrote on the side here in the IPA as well. And the IPA, for those of you who are studying linguistics, is the International Phonetic Alphabet, right? Because a lot of Cebuano speakers tend to marginalize this into a sh sound. And remember, sh does not exist in Cebuano, right? That sh sound doesn't exist. Sh. So this is sia and this is sia, right? Sia. Yeah. Sia, sia. Glided. It's more glided here. Next one's same. Tia, right? Tia, tia, right? Tia, tia, right? And again, same here. More glided with this one syllable, but a lot of people, especially Cebuano speakers, love to put a ch in here. Tia or cha, right? Cha. You hear that you start hearing that ch sound, right? Ch, that, or in English that's a ch. That's not the case. So stop doing that because this doesn't exist in the tia, right? It's just a glide, not a ch. This one, nia, nya, right? Nia, nya, nia, nya. And then it's represented with an N, the enye kind of looking thing. And the last one is dia, dia, right? Dia, dia. Listen, dia, dia, right? And a lot of speakers, I put this on the side because they like to marginalize it into a j sound, a j, all right? That j doesn't exist in the standard dialect of Cebuano, but it does exist in certain dialects like the Boholano dialect, right? J, dia, dia, right? So again, sia, sia, tia, tia, nia, nia, dia, dia. And then here are the words that we can help, right? And then I put the vowels here because I want to remind you that the vowels, there are only 5 vowels, right? A, E, I, O, U, and that's the only sound they'll ever make. They will never make any other sounds. Like the A will always be an A. It's never gonna be an A or an A, an O, an A. It's not Danish. This is Cebuano. It's only gonna make A. Same thing with E. E is never gonna make an E or whatever sound, right? This is E is never gonna make an I or whatever other sound it's gonna make. O is never an A. It's always O, right? O, O. And U is U. It's not you or whatever, right? It's just what it is. It's not gonna change because I've noticed that English speakers, especially American English speakers, they love to change these vowels, like stress or unstressed vowels. And this isn't Russian, so stop doing that. For example, aparador, sometimes they'll say aparador or aparador. No, it's not. It's aparador. And the P again, P, not P, not aparador, it's aparador, right? So let's just hear with me these words because I'm running out of time. Diez, diamante, dieta, niño, aparador, tindog. Remember the T, right? Not T, not tin dog. Tindog, not tin dog, okay? Tin. T. Pasayan, hapay, utot. Ciento, tian, tiange, minyo, papeles, gunting, tad, patis. All right. So just notice how you're going to have those glided, not glided, bilabials, all that kind of stuff. They all play out. And I'm running out of time.